Wide, linear motors. It's fast, high precision. But how come so few people use?
So let's take a look today.
Principle of linear motors. Support and guidance of linear motors. Actually, it's also by way of a wire trap. Only it's in the middle. No more screws or belt. But directly connect the stator and rotor of the. Lay it on top of this. The structure has also changed considerably. It's underneath this one. Permanent magnets with one face laid out. It's very magnetic. And class and S-class, it's staggered. And that means, how long is the trip? The magnet must be laid. So why do they say linear motors are expensive? Here's why. Of course some people will say, how much is this magnet worth? But to make it work, stable and accurate, it's still difficult. Because permanent magnets have their own magnetic properties, and the spacing of the installations, and flatness, all will have an impact on the accuracy, and the torque of the motor. Very visible impacts. There's a moving thing on this thing. In fact, we can read it as a coil plus a core, also known as an electromagnet. The principle of making the kineto move. Actually, it's us. Opposites attract, like repel. Put the magnet according to certain requirements, arrange it. It's probably moving internally like this. Energize solenoid number 2. It will then move to the left, at which point then the energize solenoid number 1. It will then move to the left. Then, energize solenoid number 3. It will also move to the left, thus making a loop. It can also be energized by combining. Precision movement is possible. And for highly progressive closed-loop systems, there must also be a feedback system. Common servo motors, it's through the encoder on the back of the motor to give feedback. Linear motors, there's no way to put in one of those selective encoders, so it can only go through the side. There will be a grating to provide real-time feedback on the position, based on the data coming back. The drive will perform pi control, so compared to our traditional servo motors, it is a semi-closed loop control. So it can then be interpreted as a fully closed loop control. So why is it that linear motors, it can be done very easily, 5 microns, positioning accuracy of even 1 micron. But then again, linear motor it performs so well, it's fast, then why didn't you get very high popularity? I think it's still the question of cost. It's a good time to be able to launch a very cost-effective product. I'm sure I'll get it. Very many applications, like the brand we're looking at here. Rumor has it's hit the floor, so you will try to use linear motors, going to replace our traditional modules.